Shooting USA is brought to you by SnapSafe and their full line of premium vault doors. Use code SUSA15 to save 15% at snapsafe.com.
Friends from YouTube, here's something we came up with on the fly at RaceGun Nationals. While producing regular Shooting USA coverage on day 3, we asked, Ladder Company 3 rolling out here in Franklin. Hope everybody's good. Hopefully not headed to the set of Nashville 911. Anyway, this is Shannon Smith, real-time color commentary over our dedicated pole cam on stage 14 for the Open Super Squad. We just came up with this on the fly. If this ends up being something that you like, let me know in the comments. We'll keep trying to do stuff like this in the meantime while we're producing the finished Shooting USA episode from RaceGun. Here's a little something to kind of get you over. Thanks again for tuning into the Shooting USA YouTube channel.
All right, happy to be here with USPSA and Shooting USA. Mr. Skelton has asked me for some color commentary as Match Director. We're here on stage 14 in Zone 3. Open Super Squad. This is our final day of competition. We're in the biggest zone. There's like 130 more points or something available in this particular zone today. So it does give an opportunity for a little moving and shaking. So again, this is the Open Super Squad, so the bestest, fastest shooters on the planet, literally. But even amongst them, there's a lot of monkey see, monkey do. They'll talk amongst themselves about how to shoot a particular stage, and then for the most part, they'll all do it the same way. I'm sure we'll see somebody do something different. Interesting thing about stage 14 here is it is an unloaded start. So your unloaded gun is on one table, and all your loading devices on the other table. And even in open division, it's a 31 round course, so they have to reload. So they're gonna have to take 2 mags. This is John Vlieger stepping off right here. Oh, he chose to just take 1. It's interesting. That was a pretty good run, so he chose to just take 1 mag and load it instead of trying to grab 2 at the same time and put 1 on a magnet or 1 in the pouch. This is Bill Drummond, a great shooter. I've been on the World Shoot teams with him in the past. He's been at it quite a while. He's going to grab 2 mags, 1 on the magnet right there, load the gun. He might have had a bad grip or something, but he was way off on the second target they shot, had to make a pickup. He got distracted, came to another target, had to go back and pick that up. And when something like that goes bad, there's nothing much you can do. You just have to salvage what you can out of the run. So you cannot get that back. You can't make that time up. But once that happens, you need to get your control back and make sure you shoot good points the rest of the way out. Aaron Eden's coming up next. He's on the U.S. Army AMU, the Army Marksmanship Unit. He's going to run the same plan, so he's going to pick up 2 mags and stow 1 on a magnet. So he's going to do the same thing Bill did. He's going to grab 2 and stow 1 on a magnet. There you go. Dropped it. He's not going to be happy with that, but stuff happens. So we're such creatures of habit that the magazine's not in the same place as it always is when it's in a pouch. And you need to grab for it. He knocked it off that magnet and landed in the dirt. Well, now he's too far away from the spare magazines I was just talking about. So he had to pick it up out of the dirt and just hope that it doesn't cause a malfunction, which in this case it did not. He won't like it, but he salvaged it. He salvaged it the best that he could. So we have Eddie Garcia coming up next. So by the way he's got his magazines placed, I can tell he's not going to pick up 2 with 1 hand. So he's going to do what Bill Drummond did, load 1, shoot. Yep. There's your 9, do a load coming back. So back there on the left, there's 2 poppers, steel targets we call poppers that fall over. the large one in the front and the small one in the back, but you can't see the small one in the back. I've seen a couple of different schools of thought. You shoot the big popper and then pick up a couple of papers, maybe that stacker, then come back for the mini popper, or you just stay on it. So this is Richard Havens. I think he's out of Colorado. So he's got a 2 pickup plan. So he's going to grab both magazines, stow one. He chose to wait on the stop. So he had a similar plan, but he loaded at a different spot. He chose to load early. Lee Henderson coming up next. And I can tell by the way he places his magazines, he's going to pick up 2 with one hand and stow on a magnet, as has been done. 31 round stage, these guys can probably get maybe 29 in the magazine, especially because it's an unloaded start. Nobody can run the stage without a reload. That's why you have to grab at least 2 magazines. Mike Wang coming up next. I still call him an up-and-comer, but he's been around for a minute. He's got it set up for 2. Actually, he picked up 3 and dropped 1. Christian Saylor's up probably by too much to be caught at this point, barring something weird happening. So a lot of these guys are fighting it out for the podium for 2nd and 3rd. So he's not going to be happy with that. But I'm guessing he's in contention. You got 2 seconds to chat while you're loading?
Absolutely, man.
Why in the hell did you decide to pick up 3 mags? Find her to be safe? Or?
So I know a couple people, including my teammate, who said that he stowed 1 mag on his magnet and it came off at some point, kind of like what happened to Aaron. It just came out and he lost 7 seconds on it. I think Aaron lost a few seconds picking up his mag as well. I didn't think it was going to take that much longer. So my technique was to grab 1 mag with my right hand and then double grab 2.
Right.
And I just stuck 1 on the mag with my right hand and stowed the other. I wanted to stow the other one in the mag pouch. So it would have cost a couple cents more, but giving me that reassurance. Unfortunately, it backfired because that 1 big mag, for some reason, when I grabbed it, the round started inching forward, so it wouldn't go into the mag pouch. So that's why I just had to drop it, and then I had to change my whole stage plan kind of on the fly.
Right.
Unfortunately,
it looked like
a lot more could have gone worse.
Looked like you loaded a little later than you wanted to, maybe?
I wanted to reload going back initially, and I even told myself it's 20 rounds if I do that plan, so I would have 3 extra shots. But I think just in the heat of the moment, I was just like, I'm going to play it safe and reload going across. So yeah, that's kind of what I did.
I was explaining it too, like once something goes bad like that, you can't make up the time. You just got to get good points after that. You know,
just
that's the only thing you can do to
best.
save your hit factor.
Yeah, what I really should have done was after the steal, reload right then and there, which is my original plan. But it was kind of a blend in the moment, a blend of 2 different plans, and unfortunately I did pretty much a standing reload. But
yeah, well, like I said, it could have gone way worse.
It could have gone a lot worse.
It wasn't bad, man.
So,
good run.
Yeah.
This is Brian Jones coming up. I always say this guy is the most unassumingly good shooter that you'll ever see. I don't see him very much throughout the year, but he's always at nationals.
In the moment, I was just like,
he's always in the hunt, and he's just good. There's nothing to say. He's just good. So he's got a 3rd different technique. So he's not loading 1 off the table and then grabbing off the table. He's going to pick up 2, but he's not double fisting it like most of us do. He's going to pick 1 mag up with each hand. The one in his right hand he's going to stow on his belt. The one in his left hand he's going to put on the gun.
You know what's crazy too is
I got Sal Luna up now. And he's a really great shooter. He doesn't shoot a lot of open. In fact, this might be the first time I've ever seen him shoot open, and I've known him for 10 or 15 years. But he's still young. He can still see. He still shoots a lot of iron sights, a lot of production. He's got weight on the steel also. You can see him getting low, coming across there, dropping his center of gravity, walking heel toe. That's all efforts to minimize the movement of the dot on the gun to be able to shoot on the move. And the guys that do it well really do it well. And Sal did that in 19. That's right in the mix. Nothing earth-shattering, but it's solid. Christian Saylor coming up. He's the current world champion coming out of South Africa last month in open division. Multi-time national champion. I consider him a young and up-and-comer too, but he's been around for a minute. And he's currently pretty much untouchable. Just a heck of a good shooter, does everything right, handles the pressure well. I have not looked at results, but I was told that he was up 80, which is a lot. So I'm expecting him to be, and he knows, I guarantee he knows exactly where he's at. I expect him to be very safe today. He's doing the 2 mag pickup. I'm going to stow one and load one like most people are doing. So sometimes, you know, when you try to play it safe and you come off your game, you see this in racing a lot too. I'm a big motorcycle racing fan, and you watch MotoGP or something and the guy's out by 3 seconds and you think, well, why didn't he just back it off and be safe? And because that's not how they roll. You know, that's not how they ride. If they try to back it off and do something different, that's when mistakes happen. So maybe that's what happened here. It's going to be a fine run. He's fine, but he's not going to be happy with it. I had 2 extras on the beginning steel, and then a couple extras on the double steel over there. So he won't like it, but it'll be okay.